The magic number today is 412. Don't forget that. 412, 412. If this was the stock market, I just posted this on gangrene.com. Mike White's stock went down. Johnson's stock went up, but not as dramatically as you think. Zach Wilson's stock went down big time. So Zach's got to get his crap together. Lafleur stock went up through the roof. And now you guys know where I'm going with. Johnson had played an entire game. White had 90-something yards, 97 yards, I think, before he went out. Johnson ended up with like 340-something, 340-something yards. Combined, they had 412 yards passing. 7 more yards than White had last week. Johnson had 3 touchdown passes. No interceptions. But the bottom line is, and for anybody that says last week White did well because it was a safe game, that's what White chose. Johnson didn't choose. Johnson went downfield. So now you got to ask yourself, you don't have to ask yourself anything. Zach has got to get his crap together because we know Zach can throw the ball and Zach's a good thrower. Lafleur, I was wrong. You got to admit when you're wrong in life. You can't have a Mike White doing what he did last week and Johnson doing what he did this week. And don't give me this crap, it was garbage time. This started in the second quarter. He had a great third quarter. The defense is pathetic. I made a whole video that I'm going to use for this weekend over at gangrene.com. I made it after the first half. It looked like the Jets were playing with 7 or 8 defenders. I never saw such holes in a defense in my entire life. And that's been going on all year long. How you had a defensive line that basically has had, with guys coming in and out a little bit, but it's the same core for the last 2 or 3 years that pretty much did really good against the run the last few years. And this year, it's a disgrace. I never saw such holes in my entire life like I did today in the running game. It was pathetic. It was pathetic. That was the worst run defense I have ever seen in my entire life. This easily could have been a 50 spot tonight. 2 out of 3 weeks, a 50 spot. And another thing. What's so young about this defense? Explain to me what is so young about this defense. You have Marcus May as one safety, right? You had C.J. Mosley playing in the middle. You had Davis to his right, who was a starter over with the Lions. And you have your defensive line, which is a bunch of either veterans or young guys that are well established by now. So don't give me this crap that this defense is so young. Is this all Eccles and Carter's fault? Does it really look like this is all Eccles and Carter? Does it look like they're just going back to pass and picking on Eccles one play and then Carter the next? So if it's not them and you have Marcus May back there, I don't give a crap who's with him. And you have that defensive line. You have Mosley in the center. You have Davis to his right and whoever to his left. And that kid on the left, Quinton Williams, has played pretty damn good. And now, so I don't want to hear the word execution. And I don't want to hear the word that they're so damn young. This is such a damn young roster. What's so young about it? The defensive line? The offensive line? No. The receivers? Absolutely not. The youngest guy on there had the best game. The running backs? One of them, but every team has one. The defensive line's not. 2/3 of the linebackers are not. 50% of the safeties are not. Yes, your 2 cornerbacks are. Breaking news. It's happened before. Whether they're rookies that step in or just horrible third-string backup cornerbacks that step in. And you don't see what you see with that shit that we saw today, because that was shit. That was shit. That was the worst display of run defense I have seen in my 50 years of watching football. Drop Lafleur. Forget about Wilson. Forget about the whole entire offense. They're going to continue to get better and better. They're going to continue to get better and better because now you have two basically no-name quarterbacks that have put up 6 touchdowns and almost 800 yards passing. No, I'm not sorry. Over 800 yards passing in the last 2 weeks. 6 touchdowns and over 800 yards passing the last 2 weeks this offense has put up. So drop the offense, guys. There's nothing wrong with the offense. This has all been smoke and mirrors. This has been a bunch of bullshit we've been fed. This defense sucks. It sucks. Screen pass. Dear God, screen pass. It sucks. And that's all I've got to say for tonight. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm going to go watch a little TV and chill out and relax and be really excited that we have ourselves, I think, a pretty good offensive coordinator. If I ever see another run defense like that again, I won't watch the Jets anymore this year. I can tolerate a lot of things about games, a lot of misery. I'm a Jet fan for 50 years. There's a lot of misery I can tolerate, a lot. I cannot take not being able to stop the run and having holes with like acres and acres of yards with no defenders. As soon as they get through the defensive line, there's nobody there. It's as if we're not playing with any linebackers. We have no linebackers. If it's not C.J. Mosley, there's nobody. It's like there's nobody there. Then I watched the second half, and they weren't there. It was just C.J. Mosley in the middle. They're like located on the line. Why? They're not blitzing. Why are our linebackers on the line of scrimmage if they're not going to blitz? And especially when a team is running the ball down your throat. Why would you have your linebackers on the line of scrimmage? C.J. Mosley is out there by himself. It's incredible. That's it, guys. Enjoy the night.